goodness. Hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a video that quite honestly I never thought that I was ever going to make. I don't even know where to start, to be quite honest with you. Honestly, this video might be emotional for me. The other day I was going through some of my old photos and videos and I found a couple things. It kind of sparked an idea for me to make this video. So yeah, for the past 3-ish years, I've been going through a lot. Mentally, emotionally, physically, all of the above. Starting 2.5 years ago, maybe even closer to 3 years ago now, I started developing this really weird thing. I thought at the time that it was this really weird thing and I had no idea why it started. Severe OCD. It's not like the OCD stuff where everything has to be all neat and tidy all of the time. It started off with these weird like walking things. I had to walk places a certain number of times. It kind of just progressed from there. It started to become tapping, obsessing with numbers, doing things 4, 5 or more times. It got to a point where it was like debilitating almost. That's when I started talking with my doctor, which was my pediatrics doctor at the time. We kind of just talked about my symptoms, what I was feeling. Not surprising, they ended up prescribing me antidepressants. On top of all that OCD stuff, I have severe form of anxiety of literally everything. That's kind of where this all stemmed from. I've had anxiety my entire life. Doctor ended up prescribing me antidepressants, which was Prozac, the generic for fluoxetine. I let that sit on my counter for probably 1.5 years because I was terrified. Didn't know how it was going to affect me. I don't like taking any type of prescription drugs or even like over-the-counter drugs just in general, considering it's new, it has all these side effects. Yeah, so I let that sit on my counter for probably 1.5 years until I was scared for what I was going to start to do next. These little tics that I have, that's what I'm going to call them, were like so bad. They were so bad to the point where I couldn't control them anymore. I couldn't control what I was doing, what I was feeling. I would try and tell myself like the opposite effect would happen because in my brain, if I didn't do these things a certain way, I was going to die or something bad was going to happen to me. So I would try to tell myself, if you do these things the right way, good things will happen to you, but it just never freaking worked. One day it got really bad. I built up the courage and I ended up taking the medication. After that, I continued to record myself. My intentions with recording myself was to take y'all on a week with me taking Prozac to see the side effects, how I was feeling. Because before I even took the medication, I was doing my research. I was on YouTube looking at other people's journeys with this medication because I was so freaking nervous. When I decided I was going to take the medicine, I wanted to make sure that I was putting out a video that someone else going through the same thing as me could watch. And I was going to be real, authentic, honest, take you guys with me through literally the whole journey. So that's exactly kind of what I did. I think that a lot of people struggle. A lot of people don't talk about it enough. Posting this video 2 years ago, I would have been completely and utterly embarrassed. The way that my mindset works and the way that I think about life and the way that I move in my life is a lot different than the mindset that I had back then. Actually deciding that I'm gonna react to these old videos of myself. But that's okay. So I'm kind of just going to document my experience in my mental health journey. And yeah, so today is going to be the first day I'm starting my medication. I've been putting it off for a while now, mainly just because I have really bad anxiety about how it's going to affect me and how it's going to make me feel, and that just scares me. So I'm going to make this video to hold me accountable for taking my medication the way I should have been for the past few months. Oh my gosh, I just want to give her a hug so badly. I remember this day because I was so nervous to take my medication. You can hear the anxiety in my voice. Yeah, this is also kind of hard for me to post in a way because it makes me so vulnerable. And I also hate that and it gives me anxiety, but I remember saying this and feeling this way at the time. I remember being like, if I post this, people are gonna think I'm crazy. People are gonna make fun of me. People are going to judge me. My thought process on it now, I think that these types of things should be talked about so much more than they are. I'm not gonna say normalize them, just talk about them a little bit more. Finding people that have similar problems, similar issues, similarities in a mental health aspect, that can actually really help you in a way because you won't feel so alone. I remember feeling so completely alone in my own head for so freaking long, considered ending my life because I felt that nobody understood me, that I was literally crazy. I think that this doesn't really make me vulnerable in a way, it makes me stronger. If I can help just one person, or be that person to be there for someone else when they're feeling alone, then that is all I want to do. Because I remember being in the same exact position, not knowing what the heck I was doing, and feeling so lost. Down to do this. Also, sorry I look crazy right now. I'm currently waiting for food that I ordered. But yeah, so I'm really excited to start this journey through mental health things, or you're feeling alone or feeling scared. I really hope that I'll just be able to help you guys in some type of way. I know I don't get too many views on my videos and stuff like that. I mainly just do it for fun. But this video, if not only for you guys, also for me to hold myself accountable to do what I should be doing. I was trying to hold myself accountable because I am the worst at taking oral medications. I was on Accutane for 6 months to a year and I was not consistent with it whatsoever. I hope that you guys enjoy this journey. There might be a lot of crying, there might be emotions, but I'm mainly just gonna keep you guys up to date on how I'm feeling and how the medication is affecting me. So yeah. Okay, that was cute. Not really much to say. I basically said it all. To take my first one right now, and I'm getting kind of emotional about it, just because I really hope that this will change my life. Me and my weird stuff that I do, the reason why I'm pouring it in the cover like that is because I have this like germophobia thing where I can't touch stuff and put it in my mouth. Just for a week, like I already said, but here we go. Oh. Why won't it come off? Done. Oh, the way that I felt after I took that first pill, I was like, this is it. This is literally the part where my life changes. I look a mess again. I've been depressed and sad, and I just don't have the motivation to like start getting ready for the day until I actually have to be somewhere. So I'm getting lunch right now, and then I do work tonight. And I really hope it's busier than last night because I need to make as much money as I can before I leave. Leave for where? What the heck? Where was I going? And I know that my boyfriend does care, and he's been great and supported me, and has been like a main support system for me through everything. And I can't thank him enough for doing all of that because he really didn't have to.
But other than him, I don't feel like I have a lot of people who like support me, if that makes any sense.
I remember feeling this way. I felt like I was always asking too much from friends and family. I felt like I didn't have anybody in my corner. I felt like I was always bringing on my problems and putting them onto other people. I didn't have anyone to lean on, and I felt like I was going through one of the roughest times that I had ever been through. This was such a new thing for me. I just really wanted love and support. I just wanted someone to be like, you're okay.
It's probably just me being oversensitive about it, because I tend to do that.
And now here's me gaslighting myself into thinking that just because I wanted more support from friends and family and anyone around me in my life meant that I was being oversensitive. I wish that I had more people around me who genuinely cared about me, because the friends that I had when I was making this video are no longer my friends for a reason.
Kind of weird, because I like to just sit here with my camera on and just like feel like I'm with somebody, which is actually kind of depressing.
At a very young age, I used to take videos of myself and talk to myself in the mirror and pretend like I had a camera in front of me. I really genuinely at this time didn't feel like I had anyone. I didn't feel like I had friends. I didn't feel like I had people who cared. I genuinely didn't think my family gave a shit. I genuinely didn't even really think my boyfriend gave a shit. I was thankful for the support and love that he showed me. I seriously didn't think in my brain that anyone gave two shits. I feel like I was just in a, I was almost like blacked out at this point in my life. I was just internalizing everything, kind of just exploded. I was embarrassed about it. I didn't want to make anyone else feel like it was their problem. Didn't think anyone gave two shits. And if they did, I kind of just was like, oh yeah, you're playing around. Like, you actually don't care. There are a couple people that I did push out of my life because I felt like I was dragging them down with me. It really sucks, because if they were still here in my life today, I just wonder what our friendship would have been like.
This is so off topic, but I'm feeling happy. And everything. For the most part, I'm feeling happy. I've also not been the best at being there for them either. I do have a few friends that I've talked with and support me, but everyone has their own lives and everyone has their own stuff, so I can't really be mad.
Like I said, I felt like I was bringing people down with me, and it really freaking sucked. And I said that I had a couple friends that I felt understood and supported me, but that's a lie. I never felt that way one time. I said that in the video because I had intended on posting a week in my life on Prozac. It didn't end up happening, and I was afraid if I did post it, my friends would see and be offended that I thought they didn't support me. So I said that because I didn't want them to be mad at me. Really quick, I want to apologize for the fan noise that's in this clip. Don't mind that.
Every single time I film, I always look like shit. But I've just been going through a lot, and sorry. Bed and watch a show, but I figured I would just come on and update you guys really fast. So the last clip, I don't know when I said this, but it was yesterday. I started to get a little bit of a headache, and I wasn't sure why. I thought maybe I was dehydrated, but I drank some water and nothing really seemed to happen. So yeah, the headache proceeded to get worse throughout the course of the day yesterday at work. And I didn't take any painkillers or anything like that because I've been trying to tough it out.
Something that I saw multiple times in other people's Prozac journey videos was that headaches are a huge side effect. I used to never get headaches. I don't know if this headache this day in particular had anything to do with the medication, but I'm pretty sure that it was because of the medication. I remember I had a headache for 3 straight days. The worst headaches that I've ever had. It was like behind my neck, on the top of my head, behind my eyes. It was the worst headache that Advil, Tylenol, no painkillers would help. I also didn't document this, but I remember the morning that I woke up for this fishing tournament. We had gotten up at like 4 in the morning. I had taken my medication that night around, I think it was like 6 or 7 p.m. I was on a streak taking my medication at night instead of in the morning. In my brain, I thought I was going to sleep through the side effects, but no, the side effects carried on through the day. I would wake up feeling groggy, tired, nauseous, dizzy. This medication made me extremely dizzy.
Any pain medication just because I don't want to. I'm hoping that it will just, pass, do its thing. So I've been trying to just take it easy, and today going out in the sun all day probably wasn't the best idea, but so yeah. So the headache has definitely been something. Also my lip, I don't know why it's 2 different colors. I don't know if that's a side effect or what, but I've also been chewing on the inside of my mouth a lot just because I've been really anxious.
Okay, I don't think that the lip thing was a side effect. I never had seen that on anyone's videos. If it is a side effect, then I guess it's a side effect. That my lips were sunburnt.
I haven't been able to stop yawning for like the past 2 days. I don't know if that's another side effect or if I'm just tired. But
So I remember not being able to stop yawning, which is another side effect. I was extremely tired. I couldn't believe how fast the side effects actually had kicked in. It was honestly the worst thing ever.
So yeah, that's what's been going on. I still have the headache, and it's really weird because it's like on the top of my head right here, and it like goes like down my face, and it just like, I don't know, and it like gets worse when I like move around and like do things, like if I stand up too quick, it like throbs. But yeah, so I took my medicine with dinner tonight, and I took it a little bit later than normal, but I still did it.
That day was just exhausting in general. I got up really early, did a whole tournament for like 9 hours in the sun all day. I was completely sunburnt, exhausted. At this point, I was rethinking what I was even doing.
I really don't like the taste of these.
Tasted so bad. If it touched your tongue for too long, it would dissolve into powder, and it tasted like chemicals.
So, although it's bad lighting, I'm still just gonna leave it right here because, yeah, so. My hair's a crazy mess. My life has been a mess recently. I just made a Starbucks pink drink from scratch, and it's so good.
I still make those Starbucks pink drinks from home literally 2 years later. That's wild.
My headache went away slowly, and I haven't really been experiencing anything else. Today is day 6, and I've still been doing the weird things that I've been doing, but I feel less anxious. And yeah, so tomorrow's my last day taking 10 milligrams, and then I go to 20. And I'm actually nervous for that because I don't know, my body is like still getting used to the medicine. I can just tell. I've been extremely tired, and I've been yawning a lot. That hasn't gone away, but I could just be tired. So day 6 has been good.
Day 6 was honestly when I kind of thought maybe things would get better. I thought things would start to level out a little bit. At this point, I was feeling good. I knew going into it that it was probably going to take around 6 months for the medication to fully get into my system and to stop these compulsive thought type stuff. Warning, it's kind of emotional.
editing this right now and I'm just realizing I didn't even touch on this. You can literally see me doing the compulsive type stuff. I just felt like I had to point that out. So did it again. I legitimately backed my car up, stopped, shifted it twice again, and then kept going. Point that out in case some of y'all don't know what kind of behaviors I'm talking about. I was literally braking my car every single time I did this. And I was fully aware, but I just could not stop doing it. I just got out of work and so I just got out of work and my friend literally dropped me off a gift.
Yeah, I just remember feeling so emotional about it because I felt like that was such a sweet gesture. She knew that I was going through a lot of stuff. So emotional because not a lot of people have done stuff like that for me. I feel like I'm constantly the one giving and giving and giving, and a lot of friends that I've had take advantage of that. I'm not saying that I ever expect anything back when I give. Sometimes it feels nice for the favor to be returned. That was so sweet, and that she didn't have to do that for me, and then she did. I'm not going to show any more of that video. You don't want to see me bawl my eyes out for 5 minutes straight, I'm pretty sure.
Hey guys, so it has officially been 1 week since I started my medicine. Everything for the most part has been super good. I was only taking 10 milligrams to start, so I've been doing good, other than the headaches for just a little while, but they seem to go away. I do have a small bit of light sensitivity. I'm not sure related to the medicine or not.
I remember the light sensitivity being kind of a little bit of a problem, not too much, but I just remember seeing the sunlight, seeing any type of mirror light, anything like that kind of just, you know, took me by surprise a little bit more than it ever had before.
Extremely happy since I started. I'm extremely happy where I'm headed. I'm feeling more kind of like myself, and kind of not at the same time. It's kind of a weird feeling, but
I remember feeling like myself, but also not feeling like myself. After being off of the medication, I realized that I was completely not myself. I felt happy, but not happy. It was weird. There was also moments where I was like getting this kind of like out of body feeling.
marks the day I'm taking a full 20 milligrams, and I'm just gonna continue to keep you guys updated. I didn't record at all yesterday, just because there was no change in anything. So I took my medicine and everything was normal. So I figured I would just pick back up today. It's been a week. I'm so excited. And now I'm starting to take a full 20 milligrams. So that's exciting.
So freaking proud of myself this day. Reached the 1 week mark. I pushed through the side effects. I was headed in the right direction. Fast forward a little bit.
I kind of like didn't vlog that much, and I probably should have been vlogging a little bit more of like my experience and everything, but honestly it hasn't been the greatest experience. So I believe the last time I talked to you guys, I was taking 10 milligrams of Prozac, and I was really nervous to take it and everything like that. Well, now it's been like over a month. It's October 12th today, and it's Tuesday. I'm now on 30 milligrams, and I think the last time I talked to you, I also just quit my job at the bar, and
It had been 2 months and I hadn't recorded anything. Experiencing a lot of weird feelings and like not feeling like myself. And in this video in particular, I don't know, y'all don't know me that well, but I can tell, and it makes me so freaking sad. My heart is literally like broken because I can just tell that I'm not myself. Everything about this is not me. You can tell by my demeanor, by the way that I'm talking, that is not me. Just so freaking sad. It's just wild. It's just wild that this medication made me feel the way that I did. This honestly scares me. That's not me.
I haven't been going through the best time recently, and that's why I decided to kind of come on here and update you guys.
I also forgot to mention I did end up quitting my job at the bar that I was working at the time because a lot of people that I worked with started pointing out these weird behaviors that I was doing, and I immediately got embarrassed, and some people even asked me if I was on drugs or if I was high. Honestly, I felt like I needed to get out of that space and feel my feelings, go through what I was going through in private. I just want to hug her. At this point, I genuinely felt frustrated. I didn't feel like the medication was really helping me in any kind of way. I was only taking it for 2 months, so I was definitely a little bit impatient there. Well, my doctor in particular was a pediatric doctor, 20 years old or 21 years old, so I was still going to a pediatric doctor at 20 years old. I wanted to stick with my peds doctor. They knew me from such a young age, and we had talked about all of my problems, all the medication, the dosage. It was extremely hard to get in touch with my doctor throughout this entire process, and it felt like no one really cared. I would call and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, what's the name of your kid?" And I'm like, okay, well, I'm the patient. It was kind of like I explained my situation, explained what I was going through mentally, and they kind of just threw medication at me and said, figure it out. I had called them numerous times trying to explain about the symptoms I was having and what I was going through. Maybe we needed to switch medications, maybe we needed to switch the dosage. There was just so many things, and I just remember being so frustrated. 2 days later, I ended up stopping the medication cold turkey. That honestly wasn't good in itself, but that's the last little clip that I'm going to react to. Anyone who's going through something mentally, you're gonna be okay. Whether you're on medication or you're not, you're gonna be okay. Find the things in life that make you happy and go for it. Stop letting negative things impact your life in a way that shouldn't be. Life is way too short to be feeling the way that you're feeling. And I realized that much later than I should have. Sometimes these anxieties, depression, makes you feel like you're crazy, you're not worth enough, you ask for too much. For me and what I was going through, because of the things that I was going through, I didn't know why they were happening to me, so it was frustrating me, and that frustration turned into anxiety. The anxiety just took over completely. After I stopped the medication, I kind of just went back to my normal self. I started feeling like myself again, started going to the gym, I started drinking more water, going for walks, listening to music, like uplifting, soothing music, not rap, going for walks in the grass with my bare feet, laid in the grass in the summertime. Just looked at the sky, took deep breaths, breathed in the air. I'm just gonna tell you right now, that changed the game so much for me. To this day, I still go through these mental things, have anxiety still, have this OCD thing. And I'm not saying that it's fully better, but it's definitely way better than it used to be. I am fully unmedicated, and I have full control over myself, full control over my mind. I have full control over what I do, how I feel, how I react. Seeing myself in such a distressed state of mind makes me so sad, and I wish that I could go back and tell myself all of the things that I know now. Any of y'all are going through anything, I just want y'all to know I'm here for you. I am rooting for you. You're going to be okay. I promise you. Even if it feels like you're not, it feels like you're drowning, you will make it through whatever it is you're going through. Surround yourself with people that you love. Surround yourself with people who make you feel good and uplifted. Remove any negative energy from your life. Only focus on the positives. Do the things that make you feel good. Focus on the future. Focus on whatever it is that you strive to be. Be that person and do that. If you sit and dwell on your problems or negativities, that's all you're gonna be. Is negative. I promise you, good things will happen from it. Just because you see somebody living their life on social media or just in general and it looks like their life is perfect, it's not always perfect. Lots of people on social media only show the sides that they want you to see. Nobody wants to put out any type of content that's sad or makes someone feel a certain way. They want to put out happy and uplifting content to make you feel good. But in reality, everyone struggles with something. Insecurity, unhappiness, family problems, friends problems, relationship problems. I really hope that this video showed y'all a different side of me that maybe you didn't know. I really just hope reach one person who's going through something similar to me, or just in general going through their own issues. That's gonna be the end of the video. It's pretty much dark outside now. I am so glad that I took those videos of myself so I could reflect on what I was going through and where I'm at today. I really hope that I inspired you guys to do better and motivate you to fix the mindset that you're in. I really hope that I helped you feel better. I guess that's what I want to say. That's going to be the end of the video, y'all. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I really freaking appreciate each and every one of you. If you could leave a like on this video, it really helps me out, and definitely subscribe to my channel. I have so much content planned and so many things that I want to talk about. Anyways, I'm just going to stop talking now. I love you guys so much. Bye.